And welcome back to another edition of Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Today we'll be continuing on with the master levels. Today we'll be taking on the map called Subspace. Now, as you know, the master levels were released as a series of individual maps, or single mod wads if you will, and it's perfectly fine to play them all on a one-off basis. But Doom enthusiasts over the years have created various patches for you to try. Basically, it collects all of the master levels and allows you to play it as one continuous game. That's just the way I prefer to do it. Perhaps you do as well. And if you do, I found a pretty good patch at Doom World. The file is master_psn.zip. Perhaps it'll work as well for you. Well, the game is powered by GZDoom. We will be using the Doom 2 Hell on Earth platform. And as always, we will be playing on the Ultra Violence difficulty setting in order to get 100% in all three of the following categories. In this case, we'll have 70 kills, we'll need to find 2 secrets, and to pick up 13 items. I do hope to be able to show you how to do all of that. Well then, let's go ahead with the map. As you can see, if we're pistol starting, we'll only have 50 bullets, plus I guess that pack right there. But let's have a look. There's a couple of windows. You can see the red key is in there, but these doors don't open by just pressing open. And of course, the red doors on either end, the north and the south, can only be opened with that red key. So how you avoid that, or solve that riddle, I guess, is that you shoot the door and you get the red key. But by doing so, 4 lost souls will appear on both sides. So you'll have 8 lost souls. And if you're pistol starting, you'll have a pistol with 50 bullets, which really isn't enough. And most of the really great Doom players, what they do is they run around the room in a circle, allowing or hoping that the lost souls will infight and reduce their numbers significantly. So with your pistol and 50, or maybe 55, I guess with this pack here, you can go ahead and finish off the remainders. And that's a perfectly legitimate and tried and true way to do it. I do take a different approach, not to be contrarian, perhaps just to be a little bit different, I guess I'll admit. I like to race through the north red door, and get behind the chain gunner. Yes, there's a chain gunner and some shotgunners, skip tracers, and imps in there. Get behind the chain gunner, get his chain gun. Of course, you have to shoot him without getting killed first. And then with the green pack of ammo in there waiting for you as well, plus of course there's shotgun ammo, you can go ahead and finish off the rest of the enemies and then make your way back into this room, take care of the lost souls and so on, and then we can explore the south door. That's my way of doing it. Let's hope it'll work out, because that's how we're going to do it for this walkthrough today. So let's go ahead and we'll skip through, open that door, get behind. There we go, grab the chain gun. Yes, we took a little bit of damage, a little bit more than I would have liked, but that's okay. We're in close quarters with all those enemies. There's the ammo pack, some health if you need it, and a bunch of shotgun shells. So why don't we go ahead, there is a caco, and if you heard on the other side some groaning, pick up the health and armor bonuses on both sides, by the way. They do count towards your 100%. There were a bunch of skip tracers and zombie men to the left and to the right. There are hallways. And the barrels, which were well placed, allowed you to, with a few shots, take out the caco and all of those enemies. So that worked out pretty well. I think we're pretty flush right now with both shotgun and chain gun ammo. But not being too worse for wear, we can now open the door. There will be all the lost souls chomping at the bit, literally, I guess, to get to us. So why don't we go ahead? I don't think I heard any infighting between them. I could be mistaken. Oh, that's kind of odd. I guess I'm too close to the door. That's okay. As you can see in the initial room here, there's at least 100 health, plus the health in the room behind us. So, I mean, unless you took a real beating from the chain gunner, if you did this my way, which you might have, there's plenty of health here to go around. We will find some enemies in this room. The reason we didn't try to get the weaponry first from the south red door room, is because there's only a few enemies. A shotgunner, skip tracer. There's not enough ammo really to make too much of a headway. So I prefer to go through the north door. More risky, but more reward. So let's go ahead and let's clear this room. Keeping an eye out for the shotgunner. That's the enemy that can probably do the most damage. Yeah, as you can see. And there we are. So we just have a Spectre left. Right now, there's nothing else to do in this room because we don't have the blue key. And as you can see, it's really just, this rifle, which would have been handy, maybe a 5-pack of gun ammo from the skip tracer. But that's it. So that wouldn't have helped a ton against all of the lost souls then waiting for you on this door. That's why I like to fight my way into the north door. If that's your approach, I hope it helps. That's the way I like to do it. So with the enemies gone on both sides, I'll show you in a moment. You go to the left, there's lots of ammo to be found. The door opens up automatically on this side. There will be a chain gunner and some specters and some shotgunners. So just be careful for the chain gunner. He's always looking to tear a strip off you. Okay, so that's most of the danger. If we can get rid of the shotgunner, that's pretty good. There are 2 yellow doors here. We don't have the yellow key, but don't leave. There are 3 enemies in this room. Well, he fell right into the poison. Poor guy. So we can take care of both imps. What we cannot do is get the chain gunner who's waiting for us behind this door. So when we do get the yellow key, and when you get the yellow key and you want to open this door, don't forget that chain gunner is waiting for you with his gun trained on you. Do not just race in. That could be painful. Okay, so the hidden door, I guess, you press over here. We can pick up whatever ammo remains on this side. And as we go to this side to collect the ammo, which there is a lot, it will reveal this area, which has a bunch of zombie men and shotgunners and some imps. So I like to take cover in this corner. It's pretty safe, I think, as far as not taking a lot of damage. Well, spoke too soon, I guess. Got a little bit from the shotgunner. They're not too bad. And I think there's a couple of imps left on this side. Oh, and a shotgunner. Okay. So now that we've cleared this room, before we go any further, there is a large weapons cache right here with a mega armor. Do grab it. And hit that switch. It will reveal a hidden switch behind an imp that's kind of hiding behind his own wall. I will show you what I mean in a moment. It's not too far away. So with this in hand, we'll just fire off 1 round just to show you that this is the super shotgun. So go ahead, yes, pick it up. And from this really cool floating cube of switches, press them all. Switch to your chain gun. There's a chain gunner over there. Yes, you can hear him. Not happy to hear from you. And with your chain gun, certainly if you're taking a little bit of a beating at this point for health, the Berserk pack will be nice. You can also conserve ammo if that's a concern of yours, if you want to punch out some of the enemies, like the Spectres and the Pinkies, for example. More health abounds here, as I promised. Once you get rid of that initial room, there's lots of health and lots of ammo, so not as difficult to map. There are enemies on both sides of this stairway. Okay, so we've cleared out the enemies to the left. Let's clear out the enemies to the right. No, you are not stuck in the middle with me. We can just keep going. Why not? Super shotgun. There's the imp I was telling you about, hiding behind this wall. And that was the switch we revealed when we picked up the mega armor in that little weapons cache area. And I'll show you what that does very shortly. We're going to continue down. There are some imps, shotgunners, and a chain gunner around the corner here. So just be mindful of that. And you now want to switch to your chain gun, because the chain gun is kind of far away. Yeah, you can easily tear a strip off. So do take care of the shotgunner up there. Be mindful there's a chain gunner behind those pillars, so don't get too much in his sights. And through this door, there's a shotgunner and a Hell Knight. So what I like to do to stay away from the chain gunner behind those pillars is, yes, I'll need to use more ammo because I'm kind of far from the Hell Knight, but I like to take cover over here. Not really so much from the shotgunner, although I guess I do, but from the chain gunner. And I'm going to show you exactly where that chain gunner is placed. Grab your chain gun and race up before the chain gunner can spot you. Well, it looks like I just got the drop on him in time. So that completes this area. The other side of this, by the way, is the exit. So this teleporter does have the yellow key. We do want that, so let's take both. And we do have it. And so we can go ahead straight again, north again. If you're missing some ammo, take some of this weapons cache here. It's quite a bit. And we can go ahead now with our yellow key. We'll start, we can choose the right or the left. Let's go to the left. Remember, there's a chain gunner right behind this door waiting for you. But we have the drop on him today, No such luck. Take a look for him. It does say poison. You do know what that means. That means if you fall in here, you can't get out. So take your time. You don't have to go through all that map unless elevated level platform. Unless you really want to and you're a bit of a daredevil, then sure. But it isn't necessary because you just have to press that switch. There's nothing else to do in this room. And through this yellow door, since we have the yellow key, is the blue key. And we do like that. All right, so before we continue on, let's just make our way through the door here. We do have the weapons cache, but we don't have the secrets. They're both placed at the same in the same area, and if you took a beating in the initial melee, I didn't, so I didn't bother picking them up. I'm picking them up at the end. It doesn't really matter, but certainly don't forget to tag both secrets. They do count, the items and the secrets, of course, count towards your 100%. So the first secret is here, Mega Sphere and Mega Armor. And the second secret, I know it's silly, but I mean, I guess you can always save one for later. A backpack, I guess, could be useful if you didn't have, you didn't find that huge amount of ammo to be sufficient. You have the backpack and the Soul Sphere. So now we are, it's an embarrassment of riches, really. We have quite a bit. So now with the blue key, we can head south. Back through the original room, have all those health packs available. We did pretty well. And we head up to the blue door. Grab the rocket launcher, well, not the rocket launcher, but the box of rockets. Hit the switch, it opens up both sides. The only reason you go to this side is if you need this health pack. Otherwise, it doesn't do anything other than open up this door and the other. So now that we're through here, that's it. So there's a rocket launcher on the pad. We'll try to pick that up before teleporting out the exit. But that's it. That should be. Well, let's do a final count. So yes, all 70 kills, both secrets, and all 13 items. So that means, yes, you guessed it, we are done. Yes, and we did get the rocket launcher. Sometimes you tag the teleporter, and that's it. It doesn't pick it up for you. But this time we did get it. So that was Subspace, a fun map. I think the tough part of the map, the exciting part of the map, is at the beginning, where you have to choose between either being bitten to death by the lost souls and trying to make your way around that, or being chain gunned to death by the chain gunner and certainly by the shotgunners and skip tracers in that room, in order to grab their weapons in order to have a better fighting chance. I know the Great Doom players do usually take the first approach, which is circle around and get the lost souls to infight. My preference is to go through the north door, get behind that chain gunner, get his chain gun, and just make your way from there. After that, I think it's fairly smooth sailing. Certainly after you've done a couple of runs, you'll kind of anticipate where everything is. The secrets are really back-to-back. So I guess you can pick up one and then pick up one at the end, the other at the end, if you need the health, but there seem to be, once you escape the initial melee, there seems to be quite a bit of weaponry and quite a bit of health available to you, so you shouldn't have any trouble. Well, that's Subspace, and that's it today for Classic Doom Walkthroughs. If you liked the video, if you thought there were some good tips or some good tricks, in any event, yeah, feel free, hit that subscribe button and you won't miss any further videos that I upload. That's it for today for Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on the next map. Thanks very much.